Geraldo, Tomas. Okay, boys, we can call this meeting to order.
Hello, Chair. How's it going?
Don't ask.
I'm good. How you doing?
Thomas Steve Lunsford could not be doing better. Now, he's a little too modest to be telling you this, but he is about to close the first deal of the next boom.
Ooh.
I'm good, Thomas. Thanks.
Really, his banker smiled at him this morning.
Jerry?
God, can I be excused? It's too painful. I'm serious. Eric. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, Jared, nobody said parenting would be easy.
Well, now, Bill, on the other hand, is having a perfect day. Why don't you tell us about your breakfast meeting, Bill?
Just one of those no-show kind of mornings. You know, I got my hiney out of bed real early to go down and meet with a certain young disciple.
Why don't you just shoot me and get it over with?
Jerry, you didn't show up this morning. You didn't call me. What am I supposed to think? I don't know what that means.
And your emotional response to all that was?
Childish. My emotional response was childish. I mean, you know, he didn't show up, and I was mad at him, and I wanted to write him off.
So why don't you? I mean, the guy doesn't show. He's not serious, right?
You in agreement with that, Bill?
Well, that's what I used to think. I mean, when I was a new Christian, I showed up to the formation no matter what.
Well, if you're not sure the guy's serious, why don't you cut him loose?
No, it's not that simple.
Why not, Bill?
I don't know. I know what I expect out of a guy who wants to be a disciple, but I also know this guy. Jerry, if you're in pain or if you're wounded and you can't show up to the formation, let somebody know. Okay, maybe you need a sick bay or something. But just tell us.
You know, I'm feeling safer at the office than I am at home right now.
Is that why you work so much?
Oh, no,
Exactly.
Maybe. This is so ironic. Jackie is dying to stay home, and Linda can't find the energy to find her way out of the office.
I can't afford any irony right now. I have a mortgage payment to meet.
I still don't get it. What's so different about building disciples today?
Well, it would be hard for you to see.
What? Is this a cultural thing?
No, because of your age. It's your age. Now, see, well, we used to talk about our Christian faith, and most people understood what we meant, at least in general. It wasn't that long ago, but it was a little bit before your time.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but Steve here's 107 years old. Even unbelievers had a general knowledge of the Bible back then.
Yeah, well, we still had a Christian memory, you know, sort of a shared vocabulary.
Those days are gone. Too much change too fast.
Maybe.
What do you mean, Bill?
People used to understand concepts like grace and sin.
Folks just get dedicated to the notion that whatever a person thinks, it's not only fine and dandy, it's true.
If I choose to do something differently from 90% of the people, that doesn't mean I'm a pervert. Different strokes.
Don't you think people know when their lives aren't working?
What you're saying is nonsense. It's ridiculous. It doesn't mean anything.
No, drugs are fine. Divorce is fine. Everything is fine.
You're a good one to talk about divorce. No harm, no foul. That's all.
So it doesn't matter what you do.
As long as nobody gets hurt.
Where have I heard that before?
What about God, Eric?
What about God?
So this thing with Eric? Mm-hmm. The fact that it's not nailed?
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not great, but you're working on it, right?
Yeah, I guess. It's just messed up, you know? It's, Eric's not an inch closer to God.
Well, you know, maybe this whole thing with Eric was meant to bring you closer to God. You know, his disciples were not perfect. We're being perfected. If you know what I'm saying.
I feel pulled in 1,000 different directions. It's Jerry and Eric and work and even with church. I'm having a hard time staying focused.
Tell me about it. And you're working because you want to. I used to think it was a matter of time management. I could have given you a seminar right on the spot.
It's not my time that needs managing.
Bill and I are in the same place. It takes tremendous energy just to keep us from flying apart.
No.
There's school, and sports, and piano, and tutoring, and even church spins us into 4 different directions.
Mm-hmm.
None of it's bad stuff.
It's just taking over.
Yeah.
Jerry and I are talking about a new house. It's like we keep coming up with something to distract us. Something to keep us from dealing with real life. So, how are you handling Bill's new job
And mine? Not well.
Oh.
I was so angry when they phased him out. How do you throw away a person just like that? And they called it right-sizing. Anyway, you do what you have to do. He chose not to climb the ladder, and I support him.
Do you think he'd still be working there if he'd kept on climbing?
I don't know, maybe not. I'm just scared, that's all. I always thought I put God first. Till I had to let go of my things. And my image. And my control. So, lost job, empty checkbook, selling the house, 2 kids needing a taxi service full time. It was overwhelming. I didn't think we were going to make it.
I really didn't know. Why didn't you talk to me?
I haven't known what to say. I don't know how to reach out and ask for help.
And Bill?
And Bill? Bill was ready to back out of his ministry.
Oh, no.
He thought he was disqualified because things were falling apart. It was awful.
And now?
Now? Well, it's not awful.
Jerry, it's Luke 6:40. It says, "No disciple is above his teacher, but when he is fully taught, then he will become like his teacher." You know, our pastor says a disciple learns from Jesus to become like him. I mean, it's so, just being so intimate with Jesus that he rubs off on him.
So when does this happen? You know, Eric? I don't know.
Eric is going to have to make his choices. You're going to have to make your own choices. You know, as my close personal friend Captain Kangaroo says, the best you can do is the best you can do.
Well, I guess I feel that's easy for you and your friend Captain Kangaroo to say.
You have no idea. Not really. It was a wake-up call. I mean, I was mad at Jerry for not showing up and memorizing his verses. In the meantime, this guy is trying to keep his nose up in the air so he won't crash and burn. I mean, I realized I was just sitting there talking to myself.
So what did you do?
I wanted to throw in the towel, you know, just go to church and tithe and maybe teach a Sunday school class and just lay low for a while.
What changed your mind?
You did. No, seriously. I thought about how long and hard we'd worked to find common ground there before you became a Christian. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Jesus didn't come for people who were well. He came for the sick.
That would be me. And me.
Yeah, and me. Except I probably looked good on the outside, but I was hemorrhaging internally. Oh, speaking of hemorrhaging, I think it's moved. I think it has moved.
Try and catch it. We're out of pans.
We are all in this together, right?
We are, aren't we? That's true, you know, because no matter who you are or where you sit, you're going to get wet.
Great. I mean, not that we're all getting rained on,
Yeah.
but that people see their need more easily today. But it's still the same need. There's a temptation to think that we need a different solution, but that would be a mistake. The problems may be different, but the principles remain. Christ Jesus came into this world to save sinners, of whom I am the worst.
If I had it to do over again. You know?
I do.